Episode 142, turns out. Your Mother Made Other podcast. Wednesday night, hanging out. Josh and Jesse. Here's something that grinds my gears. People who don't park correctly. Let me finish. You've been outside of our home and inside of our home.
Yes.
So where we parked the U-Haul is just enough parking for one car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's like a no parking zone on each side of the parking zone, but people love parking outside of that zone. So one car fits, but right now there are 3 cars. Anyways, that grinds my gears. And I'm
But how does
sitting
that
down and
impact you, though?
look, our window's right out there. It just kind of like follow the rules. I follow the rules. Why can't you follow the rules? I have to park down the road. But there are
That's
people
true.
who get ticketed. People do get ticketed, so
That's good. So they'll get what they deserve, and you don't have to sort of enact any sort of like justice by yourself.
yeah,
there's
I
someone
don't
that
have to.
can.
Yeah, I don't have to call them.
Don't have to call them. You don't have to have any sort of confrontation.
Yeah. So how are you?
I've been doing pretty good. Yeah. Did we
Good.
podcast last week? We did,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah. We did the movie Over the Top.
Right. Over the top. That was last week.
So that's just
Lately we've been doing like skip a week sort of thing, but not this week. We didn't skip a single week.
no. Is this the first time we haven't skipped in like 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a little while. That's why I was so thrown off. Hey, do you do any thrifting?
No, the closest thing I do to thrifting is little free libraries.
Oh,
It's
that
kind of like
actually
thrifting.
reminds me. Yeah, kind of like thrifting, but not really. It's kind of like freeing.
Well, you can take a book, you leave a book. You leave a book, you take a book.
When you go out to these take a book, leave a books, do you have books in tow, or do you be like make a mental note? Oh, next time I'm around this one, put a book in it.
No, what we do is we take a large amount of books out, so we gain like credit.
Hmm.
So say we take 10 books out, and then I'm like, oh, I can take 10 to 15 books over time.
Right.
Credit.
Okay. We've done the same thing as well. Another question before I get to my point.
Hmm.
Have you been to that new clearance place that's right by your
There used to be a
house?
Restore.
Yeah, that place.
No, but they do have one of those inflatable tube mans. I
They
walk
do.
past it all the time, but no, I haven't been. I haven't been in it.
I've been curious about it,
Yeah.
but keep forgetting to go. But I figure
I
you live so
don't.
close.
It's always pretty busy. Um, I don't know what they do. What do they do? They sell stuff similar to how Resource sells stuff. I peered in and I saw
Yeah,
like a fridge once.
yeah. It seems to be like maybe stuff that was returned or stuff that came off the production line slightly defective.
Mm.
I think stuff of that nature.
It's called like Last Chance. It's
Yeah,
just
something like
a
that.
free plug for the Last Chance outlet
Yeah, I
outlet
gotta have to
store.
check it out. If I check it out before you, I'll let you know what it's like. Okay, but anyway, back to my thrifting point, because I feel like that's thrifting adjacent, sort of. Does the name Brian Clement mean anything to you? It should. I should start with that.
It's uh, Jermaine's last name.
Jermaine Brian Clement.
It kind of sounds familiar, but I don't. Is it? He's not an actor.
He's not an actor. He's a director.
Oh.
Yes. Can you think of any films we've watched that were filmed in Victoria?
Oh, this guy.
Yeah. Mr.
Yeah.
Binge and Purge Man.
Sure. You
That's
met
what I
him?
like to call him.
Is he working at the thrift store?
No, I didn't meet him. He's not working at the thrift store. Anyway, he directed a film that we've seen. I think maybe we've seen it twice now, Binge and Purge. Not the greatest of films, quite low budget.
I only remember one time.
Could have been once. Very possible. But little did you know that this man put out another film. And this film, I have it on DVD instead of VHS. It's called Exhumed, an epic anthology of the undead.
Okay.
And so I figured next time, you're not going to be able to see, my camera is not very good. The next time we're in person, we want to watch a movie, we have to watch this.
Okay, Exhumed. So it's an actual movie. It's not like a documentary.
It's an actual movie, unrated, 87 minutes. And you know it's good. You know how I know it's good? It's voted favorite film or video of 2004 by Monday Magazine readers.
I've heard of that magazine.
Yep.
I think it's a free magazine.
It is.
Do you think it's filmed locally?
I would guess, since this other one was. I mean, there'll be one way to definitely find out when we watch it. It doesn't say anything about where it's filmed on the back.
I don't think movies do normally.
No, not typically.
And it was just in a thrift store.
Yep, just in with the DVDs. It was also official selection of Micro Cinema Fest 2004, Rapid City, San Diego. Nope, that doesn't make sense. Rapid City SD, whatever that is. Because San Diego is already a
South Dakota.
That could be it. Rapid City,
Brian.
South Dakota.
Is it Brian with a Y?
No, with an I.
Oh, he's well known for his low-budget zombie films, including Meat Market, Meat Market 2, Meat Market 3.
Oh, look at this. I didn't notice this until just now. Exhumed is a 3-part story spanning 150 years of horror, weaving together a complex plot of those who would turn back the clock and resurrect what is gone. It was produced on a tiny budget in Victoria, BC, Canada by writer-director Brian Clement, with special makeup effects by Jason Ward, in parentheses, Binge and Purge, and scored by longtime Frontline Films collaborator Justin Hagberg. So you have egg on your face because it does tell you where it's filmed.
That's true. It does also have a Wikipedia page. It came out right after Binge and Purge, and it's in 2 languages. Can you guess which 2 languages?
English and Japanese.
English and Japanese. Samurais.
Yeah, I can see that the first part is.
I look forward to.
It says, in feudal Japan, a samurai warrior is sent to find a mysterious artifact that has the power to raise the dead. Japanese with English subtitles, that section is. So, I mean, this sounds like a great time.
Yeah, perfect for, October is obviously coming up. And seems like a good
It's true, we might have to make that happen. But then, of course, we're going to release it on the podcast, and no one is going to have ever heard of it. And it's going to be a mouthful for the. You can't just write Exhumed because that's not what it's called. It's called Exhumed, an epic anthology of the undead.
Right. It's called Exhumed, though, probably. But we don't even need to do it for the podcast. Just, watch a movie.
That's true. We could just do it just for fun.
Maybe we watched Mission Impossible Final Reckoning and didn't do anything about it.
That's true. So anyway, that was my exciting tie back to our early days of movie watching.
This is why you do the things you do, because sometimes you find the things you find.
Yeah. It's quite a fun find, especially with the people these days wanting to get back to physical media. I mean, I doubt you're going to find that anywhere online.
How much did you pay for Exhumed?
I think it was either $2 or $3. I don't recall.
Okay.
But not too expensive.
Oh. Brian Clement. Well, oh yeah, he's not the actor. Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. Speaking about that for a second.
Okay.
That stars a man named Tom Cruise.
Yes.
How many movies have we seen with Tom Cruise in it in the podcast? What do you think?
Definitely one, at least. Because he was in Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the only one.
That is it. One. So last week I said, hey, I'm going to go through all of our podcasts and put all the actors in, and then figure out how many actors are in what movie, how many movies we've done.
Right.
I did that. 140 movies. There's a winner. We do have one actor who's been in the most movies, and then a bunch tied. Could you guess who is our most watched actor out of 140 movies?
Would you say this is like a lead actor or someone who just?
This is a lead actor, but not necessarily a lead actor in the films that we watched.
My first guess would be
well-known dude.
Okay, my first guess would be Val Kilmer.
That would be incorrect. I believe Val Kilmer, let me just do the math, tied for second with 3 movies.
So this person's probably been in 4.
4 is correct. The only one.
Okay, well, we did watch Face Off and Con Air and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Mm-hmm.
And did we watch another Nicolas Cage movie is what the question is.
Oh, you make a good point. Okay, there's 2 people tied for 4. Nicolas Cage is one of them. The other movie we watched of Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
Right, Ghost Rider.
Okay, so who's the other one? The one who's not the obvious one. Sorry, I guess my math is wrong.
Who's the other one that's not the obvious one? Could you give me a hint, perhaps?
Yeah, I'll give you a movie he was in.
Okay.
Tombstone.
Oh. I definitely know it. He was in Escape from New York. He was in To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything. He was in Tombstone, and he was also in the one with Keanu Reeves. Point Break.
Patrick Swayze is not the correct answer. Patrick Swayze wasn't in Tombstone.
Right. He's not. So Patrick Swayze isn't one of the ones that's tied for second then, obviously.
No. Okay. I'll give you a few names of the people who have done 3 movies with us.
But Patrick Swayze's been in 3 of the movies we watched.
Let me see.
Unless we didn't watch Point Break for the podcast. But I thought we did. How accurate is this list that you've made?
I have him To Wong Fu and Point Break. What was the other movie you had?
Escape from New York.
We never watched that for the podcast.
Oh, I watched that in my own time, I guess.
Yeah, so Patrick Swayze has 2 movies. Bruce Dern has 3 movies. You know who Bruce Dern is?
Bruce Dern.
Yeah, The Haunting, Peanut Butter Falcon, and The Burbs. He doesn't have a big part in any of those movies, I believe.
Okay.
Dominic Pinon, the dude from Delicatessen and City of Lost Children,
Okay. Yeah.
also in Frantic with Harrison
Oh.
Ford. It was only
Okay.
one movie. Elijah Wood
Oh
is in
yes.
3 movies. The Faculty, The Monkey, and Everything is Illuminated.
Right.
John Leguizamo is in 3 movies. John Malkovich is in 3 movies. Keanu Reeves is in 3 movies. Robin Williams, Ryan Gosling, Sam Rockwell, Thomas Hayden Church. Also, Gary Farmer, if you know who Gary Farmer is.
Thomas Hayden Church was in 3 movies we watched.
Peanut Butter Falcon. He played like
Uh-huh.
the old wrestler. He was in Tombstone.
Yeah.
And he was in Idiocracy.
Okay. Yeah. I don't remember him in Tombstone. Was everyone in Tombstone, apparently?
Yeah, also Thandie Newton is in 3 movies. Just so you know. Frances McDormand, I don't know if I said that. Also in 3 movies. But that leaves us with still one person tied for first with 4 movies.
Yeah.
Okay,
I gotta know who it is.
Give you another hint. 3
Okay.
names.
I don't know.
He was in A Simple Plan. The man who wasn't there. Dead man.
Billy Bob Thornton?
Billy Bob Thornton's our guy. He's our number 1.
He's in Dead Man?
Yes, he's in Dead Man. Not very long, I don't believe.
Okay.
He's there.
Wow.
I didn't take every single actor who was in every single movie, but I do have 1,050 actors. And that's just
How did
taking
you do all that? Did you get AI to do that or something?
No, I went to every Wikipedia page and took like either the top like 5 or 6, or like the top 5 or 6 plus if somebody was in a small part, but like an actor that we know, added them as well.
How long did that take you?
I did it over like 3 days. Like,
That's quite the
2
task
hours
you've done. I appreciate
I'm a
your
crazy
hard work.
guy.
And your reward is that we'll get to watch Exhumed, an anthology of the undead.
Yeah, it's worth $2 to $3. Yeah. Do you want to? Okay, sorry. Speaking of hard work, it's a hard work to try to solve a murder. Have you ever played the video game, or not the video game, the board game Clue?
I have played the board game Clue.
Have you heard of it before?
Have I heard of it before? Well, if I've played it, I've probably heard of it.
Oh my god, here we go. Do you think they did a good job? Was it true to the game?
Wait, have you played the game?
Yeah.
Was it true to the game? Yeah. I guess so.
Because they all got presents with like a wrench and a rope.
Mm-hmm.
And
they had all the right weapons and all the right people. And they're all in a house with secret passages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
Clue.
It was probably...
We did Clue. How do you like it? How did you like the movie Clue?
For comedy, I thought it was good. Yeah. Perhaps a little dated in some ways.
I mean, the movie's 40 years old.
It is 40 years old. So, I mean, sure, it's bound to happen. Yeah, I watched it with Mackenzie, which was nice. She's always wanted to watch that movie. This is basically the only reason I picked it. Um,
Outside influence on the podcast.
yeah. In fact, we actually many months ago tried watching it and got about 5 minutes in, and like, I don't know if this is really quite the type of movie we want to watch. Started off strong with the French maid. You know, she was quite, putting on a French accent at least. Yvette.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little like, this is kind of, like I said, a little dated. Well, maybe this isn't going to be good. But then we heard that it's supposed to get better. And it does get better.
We didn't do this last week, but do you think Over the Top is anybody's favorite movie?
I would say it's possible.
Oh, maybe we did do it because like arm wrestling people be like, yeah.
Yeah. Greg and Patrick. Greg, well, you know Greg is Patrick is his brother. I work with both of them. They love Over the Top, despite its flaws.
Right. Yeah. Back to Clue. Yeah, Clue. I felt was a funny movie. Tim Curry did a great job. A strong cast, and I think they all brought their own little thing.
Mm-hmm.
You've entered robot mode. You're out of robot mode. Ooh, back in robot mode.
Maybe that won't show up for the end user.
Robot mode. I'll just talk the whole time. It's like an alien. Pretty cool. Yeah, very funny. Michael McKean, great. Martin Mull did a great job. Christopher Lloyd, but Tim Curry, he was head and shoulders above. Well, not head and shoulders above, but he was the main. He was a star. Did a lot of running stuff. So that was good. Funny movie.
Yes.
I laughed. And you're back.
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, I think Tim Curry definitely was the highlight for me. I liked everything that he did.
Yeah.
He's good when he plays a butler. I don't know if you've ever seen Home Alone 2. He's not really a butler, but he's kind of the same vibe going on.
Yeah, clowns and butlers.
Yeah. I would say how this movie falls a little short for me is the type of comedy it goes with sometimes, kind of like this, a bit more slapsticky, and also like bits that kind of go on through the whole movie that get kind of tired. Like
the chandelier.
Oh yeah, the chandelier bit, or like the maid has big boobs. The whole movie, people are gonna just be, whoa, you know. That happened like 10 times. You didn't notice? Well, that's good of you. And that one lady who played Miss Peacock,
mm-hmm.
She was kind of like, her thing is just kind of like be annoying. And then she just kind of was annoying without any sort of variation in how she was annoying through the whole thing. So I just found her annoying with no chance of reprieve from that.
Sure.
So I don't know. I find comedy, I like when certain characters are established one way and then they do something opposite of what you would expect. I don't know. I find I've laughed the most at things that are unexpected, but there was a lot of people, or a lot of, I guess, moments that weren't unexpected, just kind of just playing the same thing over and over.
Did you watch a version with all 3 endings?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I respect that. This is a movie that didn't really get, like, it was 90 minutes, which is great. We love a good 90-minute film. But it was just contained in like a home, but it felt like all they did was like talk. They ran around, but it was very dialogue heavy, and you gotta really
Yes.
like those kind of movies to want to sit through a dialogue heavy 90 minutes. It was funny in parts, um, but I felt like maybe I needed more stimulant from the film.
Yes. Yep. And also, like I really like movies that are like the Knives Out movies, or the ones with Kenneth Branagh, like the Murder on the Orient Express, and the those ones. Where it's like we're trying to figure out who did it, and the way that the story unravels, like it's well written, and so it's like we're genuinely trying to figure out like who could it be, and coming up with theories and stuff. Whereas this one, I don't know, like the way it was done, I didn't really care about who really was doing all these things, and there wasn't it didn't give me enough to hold on to be like, oh, I just noticed that person wasn't in the room, so maybe it was him, or I don't know. It just didn't really give me any of that.
Yeah, it just seemed like they didn't know who they wrote it, but they didn't know what the answer is going to be, and then they gave us 3 different endings. So it's like, here's every single possibility.
Yeah,
You just like what you like. But I don't know if necessarily that when we saw The Dead Chef and before that there was maybe somebody wasn't in the room, or they were all in the room. Like they didn't really write it in a way where they wanted you to find out that somebody was missing. They're just like, they're dead. So eventually we'll find out that I did it because I'm an FBI agent.
right.
Etc. Or Michael McKean isn't gay.
Right. It was a ruse.
I like that one.
I mean, I did like how the ending was structured.
Which one?
But I guess, well, the fact that there were 3 different endings I thought was interesting. I guess it's supposed to show, like in the board game, it could be any combination of those people or things.
Sure.
But then I guess because it can be any sort of ending, that's why the beginning was written so vaguely without it pointing to any one particular person, I guess.
I like the ending where they all did it.
Right. That was the best one.
I'm going to go make love to my wife.
I do think the best part was when Tim Curry was recounting everything that had happened up until that point. And he's like running around.
That's where the things picked up for me, for sure.
Yeah.
The last, I don't know, I guess half an hour. First 60 minutes, didn't really need.
No, and especially when there's, it's very conversation heavy, and there was a few characters that I didn't really like. So when you're stuck with them for that long, it does get a little bit.
You wish they had died.
Yeah. Like I didn't like the maid character, and I didn't like Miss Peacock, and I also wasn't crazy about Christopher Lloyd's character.
That's fair.
But then some of them were good. So I really liked Mrs. White. And yeah, Tim Curry was good. Colonel Mustard was pretty good.
Mrs. Peacock was, I guess it was, okay, it was alphabetical. Never mind. But I was going to say that she was top billed, but they did it alphabetically because I guess they were all their own good actors at the time.
Yes, lots of famous people in this one.
Yeah, I liked the police officer at the end who was like, I'm a religious guy. Pretty good.
That was good too.
Do you know much about Islam? Islam, the religion.
Perhaps a little bit. Yeah.
Do you know how many times they pray per day?
How many times they pray per day? I would say no. I would just be guessing at 3.
That's 5. 5. That's how many characters were in the film, plus a few more. So
right. Yeah.
It was a fine film. Like, this wasn't a bad film. It was entertaining.
It was.
It was different, and it kind of,
Yeah.
I think it maybe started some of these like whodunit. I mean, it was based off of the board game, but it happened, and that probably made movies like Knives Out happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like Murder on the Orient. Well, Murder on the Orient Express was before as well.
Well, yeah.
Agatha Christie, but my point.
Yeah.
My point. Have you ever heard of the song "Bad Romance" by Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Do you know much about the lyrics?
I don't know. It depends.
There's a verse in it where she talks about this famous director and a few of his films. 2 of them starring James Stewart. You know what director he was referencing? Old fat man. We did a movie of his recently.
Hitchcock?
Hitchcock, yeah. So you do know.
I mean, I only got it from those hints. I don't remember her referencing Hitchcock in.
Oh, all right. Have you seen the movie Apollo 13?
Yeah.
Do you know the catchphrase, something is not an option?
Failure?
Yeah, failure. That word, if it'll...
Cacorophobia?
Yeah, it's a normal fear of failure. Abnormal fear of failure. The other ones
That's
are
quite a mouthful. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, quite a mouthful. Much like Tim Curry, he spoke a lot in this film.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
Tim Curry's great. I don't think he's doing too well these days.
No.
Don't think he's in the best shape.
No.
Which is sad. Good actor. Good actor. You watch any films recently?
No. This was the only movie I watched since the last time we watched a movie.
Cool. Yeah, me too, I think.
Yep.
You watch any Survivor recently?
No, I haven't watched that in a long time.
New season starts tonight. So
season 49, right?
Season 49, yeah, get this one over with. So we get to season 50 next.
Yeah,
February.
You want to see all the returning folks, the big names.
We just watched the Australian Survivor, which had a few big names on it. Parvati, Tony, who you might not know.
Didn't Parvati win or something?
Win what?
Australian Outrigger. Australian Survivor.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, she won.
Yeah, I saw that somehow.
They just let her win. It was, I don't know if you've come across Suri yet in your journey.
Yeah. Sounds extremely familiar.
She was on that season as well. She came fourth. She lost fire making to an Australian. 2 Australians and an American in the final, and the Australian or the American won.
Oh, she has a problem with that because the season I saw her in, she got kicked out because she couldn't make a fire faster than somebody. I don't remember who, but
yeah, she had trouble with fire all season. She lost another one beforehand too. But she's in season 50, so hopefully maybe
she's doing well for herself. Obviously,
she won Traitors. I don't know if you know what the show Traitors is. It's another game
Not a
show.
not a damn clue.
She won that.
You would think if Parvati was in your season of Survivor, you would just like forget, like no matter how strong she was in challenges or whatever, just kind of vote her out as quickly as possible. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. So season 40, when they had the all winner season,
Yeah,
that's what they did. They got rid of her real quick.
yeah. But then these Australians, they had no clue what they were doing.
Yeah. Well, they're all like starstruck, like, oh, I want to play with you. Anyways,
So who's the host of Survivor Australia?
do you know who Anthony? He's an Australian, but he has a famous brother, Anthony. Oh, Patag. It's a guy named Jonathan, but he just got fired. LaPaglia. Uh, but this is his last season, and then he got fired and replaced by an Australian Survivor player
Why did he get fired?
because they went a different direction. They wanted to go a different direction. Do you know who this guy is?
Nope.
He's an actor. It's his brother. His brother is the host. Was the host of Australian Survivor, but now it's David. Ugh, David,
Oh God, how could they?
who was on the season that probably just won, but he finished like 4th.
Oh God, hate that guy.
Anyways, yeah, I guess there's not really a whole lot to talk about in regards to Clue, the board game, the movie. Comedy. I mean, Tim Curry did all of his own stunts when he went into that door, and then he like flopped on the ground. That was all him.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm glad Tim Curry was in this movie because he was definitely the best part. And
Yeah.
I think he has a really good comedic talent based off the movies I've seen with him in it that are comedy based. I just
Like
thought his
Rocky Horror
character was
Picture Show.
also, or Home Alone 2. I just think that he was the most rounded character. He was the most interesting. He would like played serious and then over the top. I don't know. He just like there was a wide range, but was successful at all those things, and funny doing all of those things.
Yeah. Christopher Lloyd not dead. Old man. Martin Mull is dead. Michael McKean not dead.
Yeah, he's in Spinal Tap, the second one.
Let me just look for the rest of the cast. This is kind of a thing I do. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I was about to say you like to find out who's dead and who's not. That's worth knowing.
Yeah, so Mrs. Peacock died 2013.
Okay.
You'll be pleased to hear that. Tim Curry not dead, but he's not doing so great. 79 years old. Madeline Kahn, she played Mrs. White. She died in 1999.
Oh.
Martin Mull died last year. Miss Scarlett's still alive. Yvette's still alive. You'll be pleased to know. Mr. Body, the guy who played Mr. Body, not a very good actor.
No, he was bad.
Yeah, glad he died early.
Yeah.
Well, actually, okay. To be fair, though, Mr. Body could also be Tim Curry, depending on which ending.
We don't know. It's a little ambiguous.
Okay. Anything else you want to talk about in regards to this movie?
No. I'm ready for scores.
Okay. then feel free to start on your acting score.
Yeah. I would say the acting was all right. Tim Curry was excellent, I thought, and I liked Mrs. White and Colonel Mustard, and yeah, it's tough to get all the acting right. But there's so much dialogue and so many characters, especially, and yeah, some of them I was not a fan of, so it kind of averages out a bit. I would say maybe I'd give it like a let's go 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 for acting. Yeah.
I'm also gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I like the acting. You put them all in a room. They're all amusing in their own ways. I mean, some of them were annoying, but they were still good actors.
Yeah.
Except for Mr. Body, he was bad. And maybe Yvette, the poor chef, didn't last too long. I'm sure she would have been fine. Ending. I'll do ending first. I don't know where ending starts, or like what even is the ending. This is our first ever 3-ending movie. But I guess I'll just start when Tim Curry just started explaining things.
Yeah.
Which still is hard. It's like 1/3 of the film. I guess I liked the way they did it. The 3 endings, kind of a nod to the game, I guess. And it kind of pleased everybody. I like the ending the most, where everybody killed everybody, or everybody killed somebody. And then, yeah, Michael McKean saying that he's not gay anymore. That was great. I'll give the ending, I don't know, 7. Just numbers at this point. 7 and 10.
It's just numbers. Just, you got to say something. And 7 is what you said. I think I'd give ending an 8. I thought it was interesting, especially since I had no idea that was going to happen. It's just like, oh, the ending is Miss Scarlet did it, and yeah, that makes sense. And then hit me with another, and then another, and it also happens to be when the movie was the most interesting, because it kind of got maybe perhaps a little boring in the beginning and middle. So yeah, give it an 8.
Okay, how do you like the movie overall?
I thought it was pretty funny. I had some good moments. Some characters I really liked, some I didn't like so much. I think overall I'd give this movie a 6.5 out of 10.
Man, okay. I was gonna
what's wrong with that?
I was gonna give it a 6.5, but no, I can't.
Of course you can.
Nope. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Can you name? This is the second movie that Tim Curry's been in that we've done for the podcast. Can you name movie number 1?
He was in Charlie's Angels.
He was in Charlie's Angels. I'm gonna give Clue, the movie, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I did like the acting a little more than you. The ending was funny. The acting was good. It was boring, and well, it's not a movie for everybody. I guess it's a little boring in parts with all the talking, all the dialogue, some action. Who done it, but you don't really care who did it. So 7 out of 10 for Clue, the movie. And there you have it.
Done. Dusted.
Jesse, he did it with the Exhumed DVD in the living room.
All right. Right. I see what you did there.
I used to own Clue, but I don't know if I do anymore. I don't think I do. Lost in the Divorce.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I gave it a 7.
You did.
I'm crazy.
You are crazy. You know, I was thinking about like some people have to have really good memories because like if we were to go back to early movies that we've seen for the podcast, like perhaps Jet Li's The One, right?
Yep.
I could tell you probably like barely anything about that movie. I think there's like a jailbreak scene or something, or I don't know, but I could tell you that I've seen it. But like, do you think most people are like that? Like saw a movie 5 years ago and they're like, yeah, I just don't remember anything about it.
I think that's
I
normal.
don't know. It's normal.
We did that movie January 2022. So, and then we've watched 141 movies since, plus
Yeah.
other movies. So I don't think that. I mean, there are some movies that you like that you remember. I'm sure you remember more about Lars and the Real Girl.
That's true. I do remember a lot about that movie.
Oh,
But I also don't remember everything because I've only ever seen it once. But then I guess like if I've some movies I've seen like The Mask of Zorro. I mean, if I thought I haven't seen it in a while, it's been a good while since I've seen it. I could probably tell you every scene that happens in that movie. So yeah, I guess that's kind of just how that works. It's like studying for a test that I'm never gonna take. Yep. Anyway, you obviously are occupied with something else. Are you going to tell me what movie you're going to pick for next week?
My cat just walked in with so I'm just writing the scores on the sheet.
Okay.
My cat just walked in with it. He has a trout that he likes to play with. He walks around with it in his mouth, and then he screamed at me with his trout in his mouth. Walked in the room and then turned around and left. Good times.
I just wanted to show you his goods.
Yeah. Do you have an idea of what movie I'm gonna pick?
Do I have an idea of what movie you're gonna pick? No.
Interesting. So this movie is available, at least it was a few weeks ago when I looked, on Internet Archive. So like a free watch.
Okay, sweet.
I'll read you the description. I don't know if you've heard of it before. I'm sure you have. It's known. It has 2 names.
Okay.
But it's a 1977 Hong Kong monster film, known as The Mighty Peking Man or Goliathon.
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it. Okay. So The Mighty Peking Man is what I'm going to be calling it. A greedy Hong Kong businessman captures a 50-foot tall ape from the Himalayas and puts it on display, but it escapes and goes on a rampage. So it's kind of like King Kong.
Right.
But King Kong does not have a half-naked woman on the front.
Oh my gosh. Now we're talking.
And you can watch it either dubbed or subtitled.
Okay, great.
Via, I assume we'll do it subtitled.
Yeah, that's how I prefer to do it.
The Mighty Peking Man.
That's 1977, directed by Ho Meng Hua.
Sure. I was going to do Air Force One with Harrison Ford because we've only done one Harrison Ford movie, and I'm like, well, he deserves to have more films on our list. But The Mighty Peking Man, I think, is a good transition from September into spooky season, October, which will have a lot of, at least I'll have a lot of spooky movies. So
There's
Mighty Peking Man.
there's an actor in that movie whose name is Man, and he also happens to be in a movie by the same director, Ho Meng-hua, called The Oily Maniac.
Mm.
It says a cripple takes revenge on criminals by using a magic spell that transforms him into an oily monster / superhero.
That's problematic.
The Oily Maniac.
Well, down the line, maybe.
It's got a
If we like
cool
Mighty
poster.
Peking Man, maybe we'll get a Oily Maniac going.
Yeah. I like to screenshot the letterboxed little preview thing for movies that I might pick in the future, like The Green Hornet or The Return of Captain Invincible.
Like the original Green Hornet?
No, the one with
Seth Rogen?
Yeah. Okay, or Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
Oh, Jude Law. There's two things though. You picking action films, superhero films with the word green in it doesn't normally work out well for us. But me picking obscure Asian films always works out well.
That's true. That's very true. I already know what movie I'm gonna pick next. I know you've never heard of it. It's supposed to be a wild ride. So yeah, we got some interesting films coming up.
Yeah, good. I like watching films.
We got good films coming up, like watching films.
I like watching films.
Oh, well, that's nice. Good for you.
The Butler did it.
Let me sit up. Look at that Reanimator. Wango. Cat dead, details later.
The new Toxic Avenger comes out at some point.
I could break this into a shirt.
Soon. So, oh, nice. Yep. Anyways, that's our show this week. We've had a good time, and that's normally when it's time to cut it. So, did you look to make sure it was actually in there before you bought it?
Yep. Look, it says exhumed.
Well, so that's what we'll call it then. Let's call it exhumed because that's what's on the disc.
Too. And look, I can show you. Wait, let's.
Oh, yeah, there I am.
There you are.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's in good shape because it's never been watched.
Yeah, no, it's definitely never been put in a DVD player. I'll tell you that. Okay, great.
I don't even have a DVD player.
Yeah, I do. So, all right. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for listening today on this, our 142nd episode of Your Mother Ain't My Dog, the podcast. He's Josh. I'm Jesse.
Wow.
53 minutes. That's our normal time.
Oh, yeah, it's our normal time. So thank you so much. And